Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. Happy Friday to you all out there. I hope you're having a great end of your week. We have been busy yet again in store, and we've been working through a lot of things. Thank you all out there for those of you who purchased some of the turquoise from yesterday's video. We sold quite a lot of it, so thank you all for tuning in and for your support there. We still do have a number of strands available of the turquoise in various sizes and shapes. So if you're interested in the turquoise still, you can take a look at yesterday's video. You can watch the replay on Facebook or on YouTube, depending on where you're watching. And like I said, we sold a good deal of it, but there is still a little bit of almost every one of the strands available. Some of them have sold out. But you can feel free to send us a message or an email, and we'll check it out for you and let you know if we've gotten any still or not. So thank you all for that generous support. That really helped us kind of get over some of that buying that we did, and we can continue showing you great things like we're going to show you today. Hello, Julie out there. If you're out there, please say hello. We like to see who's out there. We like to chat with you a little bit. You know, that's how we work. I got a little bit behind today, so I didn't get a chance to put out a teaser or a notice out there that we're going to go live with some great items by Jenny Davies-Reazor today. So we got lots of great things for you. Some polymer clay, some ceramic pieces, really great prices. Now, this video is going to be a little different than yesterday, whereas yesterday we had you sending messages to acquire things. Today, these are going to go into the online store. We're doing it again in the online store, but not until after this video. So once this video is done, I'm going to go into the online store and hit that go live button, and that's going to make all of these new items show up in the Artisan-Made items collection. So make sure you check that collection out, and if you want to go over there to, let me put it up here real quick for you all, allegorygallery.com. Go over there and kind of bookmark that Artisan-Made items collection, and that way you'll be ready, because I think these are going to go pretty quickly. They're beautiful pieces. There's some great things that are kind of tailored for Halloween. So if you're out there in Halloween land already, like some of us are, we definitely have some nice things coming up for you tonight. And another thing is, speaking of Halloween, I created a Halloween collection in the online store. So if you are trying to make some jewelry or getting ready for the Halloween season, we went through our online store items and picked out some of the things that we think that would be really great to create with for Halloween, whether they're skulls or colors or shapes. So we created a Halloween collection, and that's now on the homepage at allegorygallery.com. So you can check that out. Really cool stuff, I think. Some things that it may have taken a little bit of digging to find normally, but here they are right now presented in the Halloween collection, easy for you to take a look at. And we are going to be updating that Halloween collection over the next few weeks, of course. We're going to keep putting new stuff in there. We just got a shipment today of some great Halloween things that we're going to be working on. So lots of stuff going on, and lots of fun stuff going on. So we're very excited. Tomorrow, if you're in Ligonier, tomorrow is what they call Antiques on the Diamond. Antiques on the Diamond is an event that happens usually twice a year. This is kind of the end of summer event that they have. And it's where we have a lot of antique vendors who set up on the sidewalks within the first and second blocks of the Diamond, which is what we call the center of our town. It's a roundabout in the center. We call it the Diamond of Ligonier. So all around the Diamond and within the first one or two blocks, you'll have all these wonderful antique vendors. And it's a great time. I believe it starts at 9 in the morning, I think, and goes until 3 p.m. or so. We're probably going to open our normal time, 11 to 5. But if you are out and about and shopping for antiques, it's a great time to stop into Allegory Gallery. We have all that new turquoise that we just brought out yesterday. If you're local and you want to see that in person before you purchase, you can go ahead and check it out tomorrow. We have it out on the floor now, ready for you. And if also we have the Ligonier Country Market, it's going to be Saturday. So Saturday morning is the Ligonier Country Market. So there's the Country Market, there's Antiques on the Diamond, and there's Allegory Gallery. What more could you ask for, right? So not to mention a ton of other shops and wonderful merchants in town, many of who we have done around the town video episodes about. So if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, you can go into our videos playlist and you can see those around the town playlists and check those out. Because there's lots of great merchants in town. Get an idea of what happens in town and what the merchants are like before you visit. You can kind of do your homework tonight if you want and watch those playlists, and you'll see what a lot of people in town carry. Most of those businesses are still around. Most of them carry a lot of the similar things, the same things that they did when we did those videos, even if they're a year or two old. So definitely feel free to watch those. We have a new Around the Town episode coming up, hopefully next Friday. We're working on it. And we are going to be going over to another cafe in town. So stay tuned for that next Friday. We hope we can get that worked out. So yeah, lots of great things. So much going on. We are probably going to pull out, oops, am I going the right way? I am. Over here, we have all of our Halloween kind of collection that we have, and we're probably going to be bringing that out to the store floor tomorrow for Antiques on the Diamond and people who are already looking for Halloween stuff. We know it's happening. We can try and fight it all we want in our heads, thinking you don't want to put things out too early, but people are already asking for it. So we gotta do what the people want, right? Got to do what you all want out there. So we'll probably be bringing out our Halloween things and putting them out kind of on the store floor starting tomorrow. So if you're in town and you are looking for great Halloween things, we will have some out on the floor for you. And yeah, along with all the beads, gemstones, jewelry, artwork that we have in store. So lots and lots and lots going on. So let's see here. What is going on with everyone out there who's joining us? Hello, Susan. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Tina. Thank you for being here today. Hello, Marianne. Glad to see you here. Susan is already plotting out Halloween. Nice. Teresa's with us. Thank you for joining. Barbara, hello. Thank you for joining in today. Pam's back. Nice to see you here. Renee says, I do miss the shops in Ligonier, especially the taverns. We do have a lot of bars in town. Yes, bars and restaurants. It's a big thing in Ligonier. Lots of places to eat, lots of different kinds of food. We have Chinese, we have Mexican, we have Italian, we have American, we have seafood, we have just tons of great places to eat in town and drink. So definitely come into town tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing day. Start at the Country Market, start at Antiques on the Diamond, crisscross. The Antiques on the Diamond ends at 3 p.m., I believe, and the market ends at noon. So that's a great time to start walking and checking out the merchants in town. Make sure you visit the merchants, please, please, please. We always have to say that because a lot of times when these events happen, people go to the events and then they forget that the town merchants are here, the people who are here supporting the town every single day. So please do stop by. Even if you don't stop in and see us, please stop by some of the merchants in town and give them some business if you're in town and you are able to. Like I said, a lot of times with these big events that happen, people totally forget that you also have to support the merchants who are here all the time, who actually keep the town going. So definitely, that's a plead from us. Please check out the merchants in town. Hello, Carmen. Thank you for tuning in today. Oh, my thing just skipped. Okay, here we go. All right. Love the toy and comic fellow. Oh, yes, that is Frog Brothers. You can see them on our recent Around the Town playlist. They are a little bit out of town, but if you are coming in and out of town, on the north side of town, definitely check them out. They're awesome people, and they're usually open on Fridays and Saturdays, I think, or Saturdays and Sundays. They pop open a lot of times throughout the week too. You can, if you're driving by, just check them out. But they have official hours, and you can find that on their Facebook page, which we linked, I believe, in all of our videos. So you can check them out. Let's see. Carmen was wondering if we will open next Saturday. What's going on next Saturday? That would be something. We're normally open on Saturdays. I don't know if is there a holiday coming up. I'm so bad with these things. But normally we are open on Saturdays. So should be, probably. Is that Labor Day? Is Labor Day coming up? I can't remember. but we will always post. If it's a major holiday, we will post. Usually we try and post a few days in advance, whether we'll be open or not, depending on our schedule and what's happening. Suzanne's waiting on a hurricane. You and your weather down there, I don't know, but I hope you do well. I hope nothing bad comes through your area, and we'll be thinking about you down there. Susan, I wish I was closer to Ligonier. We do too. We wish you could just pop in and say hi. That would be great. We're so happy when our friends on here can. Carmen says, okay, it is Labor Day weekend. See, I'm so bad about that. Maybe. I think usually Labor Day we are open. A lot of the major holidays we are not. And especially certain holidays, things like Veterans Day, we generally close down. And that's just out of respect. That day, certain days should not be about shopping, I think. And that's more my feeling on things than anything else. So there are certain holidays that we generally do close down just because I don't generally feel that it's right to be out shopping. It's something for remembrance. It's something to kind of keep in our minds, but not necessarily spend the day shopping. And like I said, that's my own personal thing. That's just how I've always felt. So a lot of the major holidays we do close on those days, but I'm going to have to take a look at the schedule and see what we're doing over Labor Day. Let's see here. Stacia, hello, William and Andrew. How are y'all? Are you all doing okay? We're doing fine. Can't complain too much. Is the candy store still there? They had the best toffee. It depends which candy store you're talking about. The candy store on the corner has changed hands depending on when you were here last. It's now O'Shea's. O'Shea's is on the corner of the Diamond. And Scamps, if you're talking about Scamps Toffee, they make their own toffee, have their own recipe. They are still in town. Depending on when you came, they may be in a new location. They bought their own building a few years ago, and they are definitely still in town. They ship worldwide. They are in a lot of boutiques and places all over the country. But they are one that we always grab some stuff, usually when we go to bead shows, and take and give away to people. We didn't get there this time when we went to Philly, unfortunately, but a lot of times we offer treats from them because it is so good, so good. Carmen, I plan to visit my brother in Acme, was planning to stop by the store. If we're not open on the actual day, we will generally be open on the day after. We're open 7 days a week generally. So sometimes we close down on the major holiday day. It just really depends what's going on. We'll check the weather forecast, check how things look. If we think there's going to be a lot of people in town, and it's generally not a holiday that, gives remembrance and things like that, sometimes we'll be open on that holiday. So we'll see what's going on. Scamps, 3 years since I left PA and came to North Carolina. 3 years ago, I don't know that they had their own building yet. They may have been down closer to where we used to be as well. I can't remember when they moved, but they are still in town. They're definitely still here. Millie asks us, did you sell in Philly this year? We did not. We purchased only. And that's where all these great things that you've been seeing over the last week have come from. So we didn't do any selling, but Green Girl Studios was there and they sold. So they were up here. We got to see Greg, which was great. We haven't seen him I definitely haven't seen him in years, actually, through the pandemic and a little bit even before. So yeah, it's been a wild ride here the past few years, right? Hello, Amy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, it's a great day. It was a beautiful day here in Ligonier. It was a little bit warm, but there was a nice breeze out today. So that really helped keep things not cool, but, bearable. And we've just been working on, we shipped a lot of orders today. They are packed up back here. They will be going out in the morning. So if you got a shipping notification from us today, those orders should hit the mail tomorrow morning. Our post office is open generally until noon on Saturdays. So we should have that going out for you. And if you haven't gotten a shipping notification yet, it should be on its way soon. We're working quickly through the orders that we have. And if you have any questions about that, you can always send us an email out and I try and get to those. Like I said, we sold some turquoise yesterday. Thank you all for tuning in. We've been selling Diane Hockey stuff like crazy in the online store, Green Girl stuff like crazy, Marsha Neal stuff like crazy. So if you missed any of this week's videos, I encourage you, please check them out. You might just want to pop on over to allegorygallery.com and check out that Artisan-Made collection real quick, just to see what is left. There's a lot of great pieces still left out there, but a lot of you have been supporting us really hard this week, and we do appreciate that. So thank you so much. So today, like I said, we're going to go over some Jenny Davies-Reazor stuff. Beautiful, gorgeous pendants and connectors and some other things, which I think you're going to absolutely adore. So without further ado, I guess, I'm trying to think if I've said everything that I wanted to say here in the beginning. Oh, my normal plead. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow or like our page, whatever Facebook allows you to do these days. We really do appreciate it. On YouTube, we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. That lets us do some things in the background and some more things with YouTube that we can't do now. So please, if you can get us up to 1,000 subscribers, that would really help us out. Share this with your friends. Ask them to subscribe, especially if they are jewelry lovers and they like to make things. You know, you don't necessarily want subscribers that never watch. That's sometimes a thing against you on YouTube. But if you know people who love this kind of stuff and might watch once in a while, or like the things that we do with our around the town videos or our tutorials, all that kind of good stuff, please ask them to subscribe. And of course, share, please. I saw so many shares. It was so nice. I saw so many shares of our videos yesterday and some of our other posts, and we really, really do appreciate that. Those shares are kicking up, and it's so great to see, and we're so thankful for that. So thank you all out there for sharing, and please continue doing so. Sharing is truly caring, and really lets us expand our reach and our purview of what people see and who sees us. And like I said, the more support we get, you know, we don't plan on slowing down. It's not like you're going to share with friends and you're going to lose your little secret place you like to buy from. And I know that's a thing sometimes, but we will keep bringing in good things. And the more people that support us, the more good things we can bring in. So it's only going to grow. So thank you all so much out there. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to flip this camera around. You know the deal. You're going to see the ceiling for a little while, and I'm going to lower this down so that we can get a little bit closer here. And then I'm going to flip this around, and it takes just a few seconds here to flip this camera. There we go. And there's our trusty penny ready for action. Oh, let's see. What's everyone saying? Susan hates the hot, humid summer weather. We do too. Robin, good news, hubby's taking the time off and we're going to remodel the dining room. Nice, Robin. That's awesome. Awesome news. Okay. So, again, Jenny Davies-Reazor, great friend, awesome maker. Let's start. How about we start with some polymer clay pendants? She does wonderful polymer clay pendants, and Andrew picked most of these out. He grabbed them up like nobody's business as soon as we got to the booth. So we got some good ones here, and I think you're going to love these. All right. So again, if you are just tuning in, these items, you do not have to message us for them. You don't have to take screenshots. You don't have to remember SKU numbers. These are all going to pop up in the online store immediately following this video. All right, so you don't have to even think about it other than thinking about which ones you want to purchase when they go live. All right, they will be live immediately following this video in the online store. Okay, and if you're watching this in a replay, go over there now because they're already there and you don't want to miss out. Okay, so let's take a look at these. This is the first one we've got. Now, all of these polymer clay pendants are going to be $10 each only when they hit the online store, only $10. Look at these beautiful, beautiful pendants. Stunning, gorgeous work by our friend Jenny Davies-Reazor. So that's the first one. And remember, everyone out there, we see those likes and we see those loves. So if you like what you're seeing and you love what you're seeing, please do hit those buttons. That tells Facebook that you like it. That tells us that you like it. We like to see those. We like to see that love. We like to see that like. We want to see thumbs up on these, right? And do feel free to comment, because if I'm just sitting here talking to myself, that's exactly what it feels like. I know y'all are out there watching. I can see you out there. At least I can see the numbers, but we do like to see comments. We do like to see people chatting. I know also you have to look and watch and really get mesmerized. I do, by the beads, but definitely we like to see those comments so we know you're still out there, you're still watching, you're still paying attention. Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining. And if you see my hands, they're all scratched up, so don't mind that. You might see some scratches. I was playing with Barnaby last night, and we were tossing around a little bit. So this is the next pendant, $10 only. That's amazing prices for these. $10 for these polymer clay pendants by Jenny Davies-Reazor. Isn't that awesome? Beautiful, beautiful pendants. I love these. And because these are polymer clay, they are super duper light, right? Super light. Like this could be an earring, it's so light. It looks big, but it's super light. So it doesn't add a lot of weight to your designs, which is super nice. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. And this is a connector. So it has here and here. You can use it as a pendant and dangle something from it, or you can use it in line with chain or something and use it in line in your design. And these, again, are only $10 each for these polymer clay pendants, which I think is a stunning deal. And like I said, Andrew, when we got to the booth, I started picking out a lot of the ceramics, and he went right to the polymer clay and picked out these. So they are stunning. We were one of the first ones there, I think, in the morning. We weren't too far delayed. We got there pretty early, so we got some good pickings. And we're very happy with what we got. Again, all these pendants are $10 each for the polymer clay. And these are all by Jenny Davies-Reazor. And again, they will be in the online store following this video. So what are your plans for the weekend? I like to ask some questions sometimes because we like to know what everyone's up to. Do you have plans for the weekend? I don't know what our plans for the weekend are. I know what our plan for Saturday is. It's going to be here for the country market for Antiques on the Diamond. We're definitely going to be open and ready to see you all if you're local and coming on down to Ligonier. Coming on down, coming on up, coming on over, right? Suzanne's plan is not drowning. Yes, Suzanne, please don't. We hope the hurricane passes without damage, without issue. Hello, Brooke. Thank you for checking in. Glad to see you here. Amy's plans include laundry, meal planning, shopping, and prepping things for the kids' lunches. Nice. And again, I'm just showing you these. These are all polymer clay pendants or pendants and connectors from Jenny Davies-Reazor. They're all $10 each, and they will be available in the online store following this video. Harry's glazing lots of new figures to fire. Ah, I can't wait to see what comes out. I always love seeing your stuff come out, Harry. Susan is reading, making stuff, watching movies, and maybe making a tomato pie with ricotta cheese. That sounds delicious. It sounds like a great weekend, too. Molly's doing laundry, not fun. Yeah, laundry. I don't know anyone who likes doing laundry. If you do, let us know, because I don't know anyone who actually likes doing laundry. Teresa is making orders for shops that called in. Nice. Just finished 60 pendants and earrings. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Brooke's niece cheers for the local community football team. Their first game is Sunday. Looking forward to seeing her cheer after a year off. That's nice. That's awesome. Robin's just hoping not to hurt her hands with the remodeling. I'm no good with hammers, she says. That's funny. Be careful out there, Robin. We don't need the hands going, right? Andrew calls his hands the money makers, and he's always super cautious. I think that's why he has me hammer when we add new artwork to our walls. He's always having me do it because he has to protect his hands at all costs. So those were the polymer clay pendants that are going to go into the online store later today, right after this video. Pam's going to her cousin's 60th wedding anniversary. That's cool. Congratulations to them. Amy's doing laundry. Get it done because it's going to be remodeled. Wait until the small people are both in school again, but the universe had other ideas, right? The universe often has other ideas for us, doesn't it? Okay, next up, we're going to move on to some of the ceramic / porcelain pendants, connectors, beautiful things. You can hear them all probably off to the side here as I dangle through them. Dangle, jangle. And let's see, first up is this lovely connector. The crow or raven with the berry in the beak. And this is a connector or pendant, and you can hang things from the 3 bottom connectors there. This is obviously $20 each when it comes up in the online store. There is only one of each of these pieces I'm showing you, so do be sure if you see something you like, kind of make a mental note or take a screenshot for yourself so when it hits the online store you can go over there and look for it. All right. Harry's doing figures Art Deco dancer with a slim rabbit head and a grandma with a heron's head about 6 inches tall. That's awesome. I love when you combine things. It's always so whimsical. I love them. Next up is this connector. Instead of 3 on the bottom, there's 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. It's the blue crow with the berry in the beak. Again, $20 for those. Yep. $20 for those. Isn't that lovely work? I love, love, love her work. I love these kind of, you see these like brush strokes through here. They really look like feathers, right? These iridescent feathers. Love that one. And we have one more of these kind of crows with the berry. We have it in kind of this orangey yellow color. And it again is a connector. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, $20. When it hits the online store following this video. All right, what do we have next? How about a dragon? Is it a dragon? Looks like a dragon. The wings up here, dragon body there. This is a pendant. There's no bottom connector, just on the top. And this one will be $15 when it hits the online store. And here's the size. I know I'm not setting them by the penny. There's an idea of size. They're generally, these round ones, around the same size. Let's see. Susan has a friend who loves doing laundry, has a side gig doing laundry for other people. That's what I need. Somebody who has a side gig doing laundry for other people. Because I do not like laundry, not one bit. All right, what's next? What's next? How about this one? Check this out. Now this pendant, you can see it better on the back, has a hole through the top. You can use a jump ring or a bell to make that work for you. This will be $10 only when it hits the online store. How do you do that? Look at that detail work. All that glazing, all that work for $10. That's insane to me. And we can sell it for $10. So that's an amazing deal right there. And if you like that one, we also have this one. What are these? The Sacred Hearts, I think they're called. The hole through there. Sarah's asking, did you buy one of each or multiple? So one of each, in a way, like we obviously bought 2 of these, but they're very different, right? Coloring wise. So we bought 1 of everything. Not of everything, but 1 of each. You're going to get 1 of each here. So if you see something you like, you definitely want to hurry, hurry, hurry after this video ends over to the online store to get them before someone else does. And the reason we're doing that, instead of, we used to release them in the online store as the video was going, and we could say, okay, right now, go ahead over and get this one if you like it. But what we found is that when we did that, people had to go back and forth from the video to the online store to the video to the online store, and it was very distracting and hard for people to do. So now we let you take a good look at it in the video. Here's another one of those dragons. This one is more than a pendant. The one we had before was the pendant. This is a connector or a pendant that you can dangle from. And this one is $15. So we found out now you can take a really good look at these in the video and really kind of absorb it and not have to have your brain split on rushing over to the online store while we're showing it to you. And you can all go over after and grab them then. So you can focus on the video, really nail down the ones that you want, and then go over there and pick them up later. All right, so there's the other dragon, pendant connector there. And how about this little cutie, this little cutie flower right here? Beautiful little flower, $10 for this pendant, only $10 for that. Beautiful little flower. And it's a pendant connector. It has a wire bail on top and bottom. All right, so there you go. Brooks asking, when will the next Halloween be released? I have an order placed with you, but was hoping to combine shipping if I want that one. I don't know, to tell you 100% the truth. Andrew does the kits, and they come out when Andrew gets them out. There's generally no necessary timetable, so we don't have a release date on that yet. But if we have not shipped your order yet, and you purchase another order, we do combine orders as much as possible. Sometimes the kits are too big to combine, so sometimes that can't happen depending on the size of the kit anyway. But if you have multiple orders, or if you make multiple orders within the same day or the same few days and we've not gotten around to shipping yet, we always, every time we pull up an order, we go into the order history and search for that same name, and we see how many orders you might have pending, and if we can combine them, we combine them and then refund your shipping. Sarah says, my Halloween kit and other items arrived Wednesday. They're even more fabulous in person. Thank you so much, Sarah. We're glad you're happy with them. We don't want to disappoint people. We never want to do that. So, we try and make sure that what you get is well worth what you pay for. Brooke says, okie dokie, I'm going to place another order for a bead mix. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Brooke. And if you really, really want to, if you don't mind waiting, you can put a note in your order, make a note on the order and say, please hold for next order. Or, we can do that to a certain extent. We can't do it for very long. And when you make a note, we will do our best to, kind of make that happen for you, but we can't always guarantee that we can. So we have if you saw the kind of space we have to work in for all the online store items and the shipping, our shipping, quote unquote, shipping department, you'd probably, you definitely understand. So sometimes we can hold things, sometimes we have to push things out the door after a certain amount of time. Oh, Harry says he got his Halloween kit yesterday. It's wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Harry. I'm glad you enjoy it. We have this pendant with the dove, and that's $10 only. $10 for that pendant / connector there. Brooke says, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We try. You all are awesome out there for, just playing along and being so patient when we do get behind on things or when we have to, do things out of necessity. We really appreciate all your understanding with that. Next up, more ravens or crows. We love them. We have a tendency to buy any ones that we ever see. So here you have the loop on the top and the bottom. This is a pendant or connector. You can use it inline in your work if you want to, or you can use this as a pendant and dangle from it. Or you could, if you really wanted to, you could just chop that right off if you didn't want it on there at all, right? So there you go. This will be $15 when it hits the online store after this video. Hello, Sandra. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining in today. Next up, now this one is just a pendant. It's a little bit greener than the other one. And you know, I'm showing you these. I know on screens, sometimes the colors are always a little bit different. We try to take photos as best we can. Sometimes we color correct if we feel we need to. I think this one here on the left, even though it looks a little greener to me, I think in the photo we couldn't do much with it. It came out a little more blue. So if you're looking for this one, it might look kind of this color. We did our best. Sometimes with the lighting, it's just really hard to get them right on photos. So look, the difference can definitely be told with the brown stick here versus the blue one over here. All right, so if you're looking for those, plus one is a connector and one is just a pendant. All right. We try to show, but that's why we also like to do these videos, because sometimes color looks different in a photo than it does in a video, depending on lighting. We try to do our photos in diffused sunlight. And we find that generally gives us the best color, but sometimes blues and greens on a camera are very hard. So I just wanted to point that out because I noticed it when I was putting the photo in and checking over things. This one looks a little more bluer in the photo online. And there wasn't much we could do to correct that. So that's what that is. And those are both, they're both 15. I don't know if I said the price on that one, but they're both 15. All right, let me see. What am I doing here? Let me find. Okay, I'm going to do those two. Now, next up, isn't this cute? I think so. I love this. And you have your moon phases, you have stars. Nice little pendant here, only $13. These are all ceramic that I'm showing you now. And if you're just tuning in, we're doing ceramic and polymer clay by Jenny Davies-Reazor, items that we picked up from the Whole Bead Show last Friday. Last Friday in Oaks, Pennsylvania, out near Philadelphia. We were out there. We did a one-day buying spree. We were going to do a live video for you all, but we ran out of time. We were there. We didn't realize how close to the end of the day we were getting with all of our shopping that we were doing. So we apologize if you were looking for that live. We know we kind of fell down on that, but we just ran out of time. So we have this pendant here, $13 if you're interested in that. These will all go live in the online store. Let me throw that back up there for you at www.allegorygallery.com. Here after the end of this video, after the finale. And if you like that one, you may also like this one. Check this out. Now, this is a pendant and connector. There are 3 little connectors down here. Great little things you can hang or dangle things from. Do some fringe off there if you want to. I think this would look really cool with some fringe if you wanted to do that. Beautiful work. $13 only by our friend Jenny Davies-Reazor. So there you have that one. And these next ones are some of my favorites. Check this out. These are like the little Russian dolls, right? I can't remember the name that these are actually called. Just call them Russian dolls. But this is a connector. I think these are, I have 2 of them. Let me just show them to you. 2 of these, they're both connectors. Super cute. I love them to pieces. $12 each only. And all of these items will be available in the online store following this video. All right. Oops, here we go. And next, I said we had some Halloween themed things for you, and we do. So we're going to go back to doing some polymer clay. And we have some polymer clay pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns. I guess they're jack-o'-lanterns once they have faces, right? So this is a pendant, $12 only for this polymer clay pumpkin. $12 only. It'll be available in the online store following this video. Matryoshka. I probably butchered that, but Susan says Matryoshka for the Russian dolls. Nice. I don't think I actually did know that. I thought I knew that name, but that's not one that's popping into my brain as recognizable. So see that? Learning something every day. It's good to learn something new every day, right? This is the next jack-o'-lantern by Jenny Davies-Reazor in polymer clay, super duper light, $12 only. My daughter worked for a jewelry wholesaler, and people would call and say, "Can you transfer me to shipping?" She'd say, "One moment," and then she'd answer again, "Shipping," right? That's about what it feels like. It's about what it feels like most days. Can I talk to your customer service? You are. Can I talk to your manager? You are. Can I talk to shipping? You are. Can I talk to your head of website? You are. Here is the next one. And this is the last little jack-o'-lantern we have. I think this one might be my favorite. I don't know why, but $12 for this one. And let me just I'm going to throw all three of them up there for you so that you can see those. Cute little things ready for Halloween if you're into Halloween, or even just fall, right? They don't have to be Halloween. These are little happy ones. They don't have to be spooky Halloween characters, right? Just happy little jack-o'-lanterns. All right. And next up, we have this one, only one, this little pumpkin, little tall pumpkin. And this is a pin. Definitely had to get this one because, you know, pins are great. Something that guys can wear in their lapel even, right? You don't have to turn it into anything. Just stick it right on your lapel. Done. See, Pam says they make cute pins. She's ahead of you. She made some pins. We only got this one though. So this is available. The pin is $15 and it will be available in the online store following this video. All right. Now, I wasn't going to show these because I don't actually have them in the online. I don't actually have them in the online store yet. But I'm going to move this away. And I am going to show you. If you would like one of these items that I'm going to show you coming up next, you do have to message us for them. They're going to be in-store items, but reaching. I decided just now that I'm going to show them to you, even though they're in-store items. So if you do want one, you just have to send us a message, okay? These next three items will not, I repeat, will not be in the online store. So you just send us a message or an email. Let me throw up our email real quick for anybody who may not know. There it is. You can just send us an email if you want them. We have these wall hangings. These are wall hangings by Jenny Davies-Reazor. And that's the back and that's the front. Let me move this up. It looks like I got to go a little bit higher even. So there we go. So this is a Phoenix wall hanging. These are, as you can see, $45 by Jenny Davies-Reazor. They are signed. And this is gorgeous. I love it. How about that? Obviously, this was from 2019. This is the first time we saw these, probably because she wasn't able to do shows all through 2020, right? So there you go. Wall hangings. This is a Phoenix. And then we have the triple hair, which I love this. This is $45 as well. We almost bought all of her wall hangings. I wanted to keep buying, but we had to call it quits at some point. So we stopped at 3. I think she had 5 or 6. We almost got them all, but we weren't sure if they'd be great sellers or not, especially in store. You never know. So that's why I wanted to show them all to you out there to reach another audience, just in case. These are extremely great prices, as Suzanne said. Only $45 for that. I mean, that's big. That's a big piece right there, right? And they have the built-in hangers on them right there, and they are signed again, named triple hair Jenny Davies-Reazor 2019. Stunning, beautiful. I don't know if the triple hair is something, I feel like I've seen this design before. Is it a Celtic thing? I can't remember. Somebody out there may know. Pam says, any chipmunks? No chipmunks, unfortunately. That's one thing we don't see a lot of. Chipmunks. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? And the last one of these wall hangings is Athena's owl. This was by Jenny Davies-Reazor. This was done this year, 2021. And this is Athena's owl. $45 if you're interested. Super good deal. You know, we could have raised the price on these and not batted an eye, but you know, we don't do that. We try and give you, if we get a deal, you get a deal. So these are $45 each. And I don't think I'm going to fit all three of them in here, but I'll fit these two at once. How's that? We have the Phoenix, we have Athena's owl, and we have the triple hair. All right. So these are $45 each if you're interested. They will not be in the online store, but if you want them, they are available on the store floor, which means all you have to do is send us a message or an email and let us know you want it, and we can send you out an invoice. Don't forget, if you send us an email to request anything, please do also send us your mailing address if you're new. If we've shipped out to you before, that's not so much a deal, but if you are new to us, or if you've never been invoiced by us before, if you've only bought in the online store, then please do give us your mailing address so we know how much to charge for shipping. That'll tell us if you're out of the country. That'll tell us if you're in the state of Pennsylvania, what taxes we need to do, and all that good stuff. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to flip this camera around. We are finished for the showing today. And hello, everybody. Hello again. So let me get this back up here. So yeah, that was our collection by Jenny Davies-Reazor. Beautiful things, lovely things, and they are going to be in the online store as soon as I end this video. We're going to go over here. I'm going to open my laptop and I'm going to say, go ahead. I'm going to say go live, and they're going to go live. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had an amazing week. If you haven't seen any of our videos or all the videos from this week from us, I do hope that you will take the time to take a look back or go to the online store. Let me put that back up here again. You can head on over to the online store just to check out what you've missed over the last week or so. If you go to the Artisan-Made collection, you will see the majority of what we've done this week. There's also a Green Girl Studios collection. If you've missed out on these videos, we are working on carrying the entire Green Girl Studios line. We're working toward it. We have, we bought somewhere around 270 some designs from them while we were in Philly. And we got about 75 of them in the store. There's definitely not that many there anymore because you all have been great supporting us and purchasing them, but there are still a lot out there, so definitely check that out. We'll be adding the rest of the 200 some that we have, as well as trying to add on to that over time. So we're going to have a permanent Green Girl collection in the online store, so you can check that out at any time. And what else? What else? The Halloween collection, if you're just tuning in, I mentioned it in the beginning of this video. We started a Halloween collection on our website, so you can go in there. Those are just kind of things that we thought might be fun for Halloween. People might want to use in their jewelry making if you're working on Halloween ideas. So definitely check that collection out if that's what you're heading toward, or if you're looking for Halloween stuff. We'll try and get that out there. And we're going to be adding to that collection over the next few weeks as well. As I said, we just got a shipment of some gemstones and some skulls and things like that that we're going to add in there. So keep an eye out for that. And again, if you make multiple purchases before we get to ship your first purchase out, we will combine as much as we possibly can. It's not always possible depending on the size and the weight and all that good stuff, but every time we see an order from somebody, we search the entire list of orders for anything else by that person, and we combine all their orders and refund any shipping if possible. All right. Brooke says, cool, I missed the beginning. I'll check out the Halloween stuff. Yeah, the Halloween collection is now on the website, so you can check that out. Barbara loves Green Girl Studios. We do too. They're our family. If you don't know that, that's Andrew's sister and brother-in-law, and they run Green Girl Studios. And we are, we've always wanted to carry their entire line. They probably have, I think they have over 600. I think the numbers that they have go up to 600 some. So there's 600 some designs. We have about 270 that we're getting added to the online store. Sooner or later, we would like to carry everything and at least have the photos ready and be able to reorder easily. And kind of, over the pandemic, we didn't see them very often, and we usually pick up items from them in person. Just makes more sense that way. Don't have to pay the shipping costs on shipping these heavy pewter pieces, right, all at once. But it kind of really made us realize that if something like this continues on, or the pandemic happens, numbers go up, all that good stuff, we'd like to have a way to really reorder from them easily. So that's what we're working on. And we're working on building that out. So yeah, that's what's happening. Brooke says it just hit me yesterday that they had the same last name, and I was going to ask. Yeah, so Cynthia and her husband have that company. They've been working on it for years. And I think 20 some years now they've had it. And Andrew used to do shows for them, and we used to do shows for them before we even started the store. And so it's something we're very close, and Andrew's super close to Cynthia. They talk almost every day. It's really nice. And it's so weird that we don't have their whole line. So we're trying as we can. We picked up, like I said, 270 some designs from them while we were in Philadelphia. I think I went through the trays, and if you've ever seen their display, they have these trays, and each one has these little pockets, and they're all velvet lined, and they're so nice. And I went through, and I think I picked pretty much one or two of everything. So we wanted to have, so we could take pictures and start the process of building out the online store and the Green Girl Studios collection in our online store. So that's why some of them are selling out really quickly, because we might only have one or two of each one. But we are going to work to expand that and continually update that online store and that collection. So yeah, that's that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you are in Ligonier tomorrow, there's a lot going on. If you missed the beginning of this video, we're going to have the country market out on the field, out at the end of town. We're going to have Antiques on the Diamond, which is a bunch of antique vendors. They come out to sell all their wonderful things in the town. And of course, we are going to be open. All the merchants in town will probably be open, as many of them as can, as long as nothing's going on. Town will be open, restaurants, bars, merchants, lots of great things. And as I always say, when these big events happen, a lot of people come into town for the event. So they come in to see the antique vendors, but they don't always stop in the merchants. So I'm going to plead to you, please, if you're coming into town tomorrow, come in, stop in with all the merchants who are here year round, who keep this town going. Ligonier wouldn't be exactly what it is if all the merchants went away. So we do appreciate you stopping in when you come into town for these events, even just to say hi, just to check out stores that you've never seen before. As you're walking down the street, walk in a few stores you've never been into and just check out what they have. We had someone in today. She's from the next town over. She comes into town very often. She says, I've never been in your store, and I don't know why, because there's so many cute things. And she got a great pair of earrings today. So we hear that very often. There have been people who are in town, who live in town, who've never stopped in our store in 10 years. So definitely, don't judge a book by its cover. Come into the shops, visit them, see what they have, just say hi. Sometimes people think that because we're this kind of boutique-y type town that people are going to be stuck up, or people are going to be, snobby about things. And it's not. It's totally a wonderful town. Come in, say hi to the shop owners. We're more than happy to see you. We really want to see you. We want to get to know you. We want to know when you stop in town that you have fun coming into town and that you see great new things. So please, if you're coming into town for any of the events, please stop in the merchants and say hello. All right. Brooke is out there saying, I have a few Green Girl Studios charms from another seller before I found Allegory Gallery. I love them. That's great. It all helps the family. And if we ran out of something in our online store that you see in a picture on Facebook and you go to the online store and it's no longer available, that means it's sold out. We're one of those, we always try to figure out what makes sense for people. So sometimes, when you go to an online store, they'll show you that it's sold out. It kind of grays out the product and it says sold out. And for a while we thought, we did that in our old online store, But what we realized is that, well, what I realized when I go to a store that everything looks like it's sold out, it makes me crazy, right? So when something sells out in our store, generally, for the most part, there's a few collections that don't do that. Like the Halloween collection will show sold out for a while. But generally, most things in our online store just disappear. If they're sold out, they just disappear in the collections. And the reason we do that is, one, so you don't have to wade through pages of sold out things, because that's not fun for anyone, right? And so, but it does confuse some people. They're like, I saw it on your Facebook page just yesterday and I don't see it in the store. Where is it? How can I find it? Most likely, if you can't find it, it's sold out. And we just do that because it makes it super easy to see what is still available. When you're shopping for something, generally you're looking for what's available, right? So that's why we do that. So if you go into one of our collections and you don't see what you're looking for when we told you it's in that collection, it's probably sold out. Now, you can search the website in multiple ways. And if you do search the website, a lot of those sold out items will show as sold out. That's when they will pop up. So you can always run a search in the search bar. If you're searching for a cat thing, for example, you can type cat and it'll bring up everything that has cat in the listing, in the description. And sometimes then it will show you if they're sold out or not. But in the collections, most of the collections, if you're just shopping in that way, we generally have things, once they hit 0 as an inventory number, they disappear out of the collection. And that's just so they're not full of things that you're wading through that aren't available to you. We buy in small quantities, but because we buy in small quantities, we buy a variety of things instead of buying a bunch of one. So that's what happens sometimes. So just wanted to make that clear, because a lot of people have been asking us lately, especially with all this stuff we're throwing out there with these artisan things and these great new things. They're like, I saw it, I don't see it anymore. Sold out. Unfortunately for that person, fortunately for the person who got it, right? So just wanted to make that a little clear. And, that's, I think, it. I think that's all I've got for today. So thank you all for tuning in for this last hour with us. We really do appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, follow, share. All that stuff is amazing. And that's all ways that you can help us without, spending a dime, spending a penny even. It doesn't cost anything to hit that like, to subscribe, or hit that share. So we really do appreciate that. And if you do have some extra money and you found something in these videos that you like, I hope you'll go over to the online store and purchase them, or hit us up with a message if that's the way you need to contact us too. So thank you all so much for tuning in this week. It's been a wonderful week chatting with you all. I hope you all, Harry says, have a great weekend. I hope you all also have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here Monday. I might go around town tomorrow, depending on how busy it is, and show you some of the antiques. We'll see what happens. A lot of times those events, there's a lot of people in and out, and we do have to kind of keep an eye on the store. But if I get a chance, maybe I'll show you that too tomorrow. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for a great week here at Allegory Gallery, and we look forward to another great week with you next week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.